Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea here. So today we have a review and a wear test. Well, no, not a wear test. Application and a comparison of the new Natasha Denona Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. I'm so very excited to have this palette in my hands. When I saw it featured on, I think it was Trend Moods page when I first saw it, I was like, give it to me. Yes, come on home. So yes, if you are looking forward to this review, I definitely hope that you will enjoy the review. And if you are new here, I hope that you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel and liking this video. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to stop by and see what my thoughts are on this palette. And if you are a returning subscriber, I am so appreciative of you and your constant support and you watching yet another video of me talking about makeup. So let's just get right into the tutorial. Okay, so this is the box that the palette comes in. I think it's really pretty and bronzy. And then this is the actual palette itself. Now, if we compare it to the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette, you can see that the palettes are pretty similar. They've got that reflectiveness to them. And so then when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like on the inside. I like that we have this flap here covering our cream product so that our powder doesn't interfere with the texture and consistency of the cream product. So here is what the product looks like without the flap covering the cream product. And just to show you what the products are, we have our Glow Cream Base here. This is actually a powder product, and this is the Super Glow product. Then we have our Blush and Bronze powder, and then the Glow Impact powder, which this Glow Impact powder is a new formula that she has released completely. And then this Super Glow palette, I'm sorry, this Super Glow powder. Oh, I did that all backwards. Sorry guys, I mixed up the top two. This is the Cream Glow Base, and this is the Super Glow. So the Super Glow is a formula that she's had in other palettes, and this is our Glow Impact powder, which is a new formula completely, and this is the Bronze and Blush powder. Sorry about that. I was looking at it on the back of here, but didn't realize or didn't think, hey, you've got yours upside down, so it's not going to be the same order. Okay. Interestingly enough, in terms of the amount of product that you get in this palette, we get 12 grams of product in the Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. And in the Bloom Blush and Glow palette, we actually get 13.7 grams of product, but both palettes are $55. So I'm not really sure why there's a difference in product size. The palettes look almost identical in size, but this one's slightly smaller, the pans are. Okay, so let's get into some swatches because that's what I'm most interested in doing. So we are going to swatch first the Glow Cream Base. That's the Glow Cream Base here. Then we're going to go into the Super Glow, which is right there. Then the Blush and Bronze powder, that's right there. And then lastly, the Glow Impact powder, which is supposed to apply to the skin and make it look like it's like glass. So that is the last powder product. All right, just for kicks, because I just want to do it, I want to compare the two glow powders in the Blush and Bloom palette to the two glow powders in the Tan and Bronze palette. I know they don't look similar, but you know, I just want to do it. So I actually want to compare the two cream products to each other. So here's the Glow Cream Base from the Bloom palette. And right off the back, the Glow Cream Base from the Tan and Bronze palette seems like it has more pigment than the Glow Cream Base from the Bloom Blush palette, which I'm excited about. You guys see what I'm talking about here. Because I felt like the cream product from the Bloom and Blush palette really didn't show up on my complexion. And then let's compare the Duo Glow, this powder, to the Glow Impact powder here. And like I said, I'm literally just doing this for kicks because I'm just interested. So here is the Duo Glow from the Bloom and Blush palette, And then here is the Glow Impact Powder from the Tan and Bronze palette. And hopefully you all can see that. And then lastly, I want to compare the Glow Extreme to the Super Glow in the Tan and Bronze palette. Here is the Glow Extreme from the Bloom and Blush palette. And then here is the Super Glow from the Tan and Bronze palette. So obviously there's no comparisons in the colors. I knew there wouldn't be. But like I said, I just wanted to compare the two just for kicks and giggles. Because, you know, they're from the same brand. And the packaging is very similar. Alright, so now to the fun part. Let's put this on our face. So when I was watching Natasha do her tutorial, I say her name like I know her, you know, like talk every day. I noticed that she put the blush and bronze powder on first, so that's what we'll do. I'm gonna take my Sigma F40 brush. I do get some kick up and fallout when I put my brush into the palette, and we're just gonna put this on like she did. So she sweeped it on the cheeks, and okay. I feel like I could potentially use this as a bronzer if I wanted to, because it does show up pretty bronze on the skin. Okay. If it seems like I'm putting on a lot, I am. Because I really just want to see what it looks like. And I feel like it's like not adhering to this area on my cheek. Do y'all see that? I don't know. Let's try it on the other side. Maybe it's just my base. I'm gonna chalk that up. I don't know what I'm gonna chalk that up to, but I'm not gonna judge it prematurely. It really could just be my base. Do y'all see that? If y'all see that, leave that in the comment sections below, because it could just be me. Or maybe it's not me. Maybe it's really there. Okay, so that's the bronze powder. Bronze and blush powder. I'm not in love with this. I can tell you all that right now. As a blush. Let me see it as an actual bronzer. I think I like it better as a bronzer. Like, when I put this on my forehead, there seems to be like a reddish undertone to this bronzer. And so I feel like putting it on my forehead, it actually looks like how the sun would tan my face. Like, you know how when you tan, you do kind of have that reddish hint to your skin complexion. I think I like this much better as like a bronzer. So that's what we'll do, because I haven't put on bronzer. On my cheeks, I just feel like it looks muddy. Would you all agree to that? So I don't know. And like I said, maybe it's really my base, and I'll tell you why I feel like it could be my base. I put on makeup earlier today, went to work, came home, did a very quick wash of my face. So I did take the makeup off for the most part, but I wonder if because I washed my face pretty quickly and I didn't do like an in-depth scrubbing before I put makeup on again, if maybe that is disturbing this, because I don't see any patchiness on this side of my face, but I still see it like right here. I just don't know what it is. All right, now let's go into, I'm gonna take another brush. Oh, okay, so then she went and she took a sponge and applied the cream product, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna dip my sponge right into the palette, like so, and we're going to apply it to the areas where I would normally highlight. And I would say right off the back, I am getting more pigment payoff than I did with that cream-based product in the Bloom and Blush palette. So I'm happy about that, because I could easily see myself wearing this on a no makeup day. I just want a little highlight. I think this would be really nice. Like I said, a very subtle highlight, but I do like it. All right, now let's go into the Super Glow. So she applied the Super Glow all across the cheek on the model when I was watching the tutorial, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my Morphe E4 brush and we're just going to, oh, okay, Natasha. Whoa, that's a glow. That That's a glow. Okay, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. I like. If and when I wear this again, not if, when I wear this again, I would more so apply it just right here on the apples of my cheeks versus all over like that, because that is a bit excessive. But we're just gonna go with it because we're learning. It's a first impression, right? Yeah, so word to the wise. This is quite pigmented. Go in with a light hand. I've watched a couple tutorials and I've heard people say go in with a light hand, but they were people who had fair skin. So I was like, okay, you know, they're saying, you know, approach it with a light hand because they have a lighter complexion. But yeah, she wasn't playing with this. Glow Impact Powder, the new formula that she has created. I'm using my AOA Studio F19 brush. This is the brush that I commonly use for highlight. And we're just going to go like so. Ooh. Whoa. She was not playing with this highlight. I mean, these highlights are intense. Wow. I was not ready for this. Wow. Okay. I feel like this side is just so overdone. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, there you go. You can see the powder in all of its glory. I'm going to apply some. Man, this Glow Impact Powder is no joke. I mean, I'm glowing. Okay, so final thought. I have some feelings that I wasn't expecting to have. I like this palette, but I am not liking it as much as I thought I would. And I don't know if it's because I applied maybe too much. I'm looking at my face in my mirror and I feel like I love the glow and I love the bronzy glow. But I think maybe I put too much on this side because I do like this side a whole lot better than I like this side. And I don't know what I was expecting. Like, I can't tell you why I'm slightly disappointed. Because I don't feel like there's any lack of pigmentation at all. But I don't know what I feel is missing. Maybe I feel like there's missing dimension from the palette. So for instance, when I use the Bloom and Blush palette, I can get really good dimension of color on my face. You know, I've got this really intense blush shade here that if I really want my cheeks to pop and stand out, I can. I love to feather this Duo Glow powder on the apples of my cheeks just to really like give me that pop of shimmer here. And then I've got this like cherry red burgundy-ish color here. This highlight I stand for. It's so amazing. So I feel like with this palette, like I literally can just use this palette and get the dimension that I want on my face with the products that I use for blush, bronzer, and highlight. And I think with this one, I feel like I'm missing that. I like it. I definitely feel like I'm going to give it another try because like I said, I do like this side compared to this side. I want to give it another chance because like I said, maybe because I wore makeup earlier today and didn't give myself a thorough scrub of my face before applying, you know, maybe that has something to do with it. I really don't know, but I'm not like wowed. If you are considering this palette and you want to give it a try, I say give it a try because I do like it. I mean, these shades are beautiful. I love the cream base highlight. Like I said, I feel like I probably would definitely wear that on no makeup days just to give myself a nice, you know, subtle glow. And I could honestly see myself using these products with other products. Like for instance, if I want a more bronzy look, maybe using, you know, the burgundy bronzer from the Bloom and Blush palette and then pairing that with maybe like one of these products. But would I actually just like travel with this palette alone? Absolutely not. It just doesn't give me enough compared to the Bloom and Blush palette. I have traveled with this alone as my only blush product because I know I can get different types of blush looks. I can use this one alone. I can, you know, pair these two together. I can pair these two together. I've worn this alone. Like, I can get a variation of blush looks, and I like variation. I love to have choices. So I feel like with this palette, I have choices, but there's no, like I said, there's no dimension in this. So I think that's why I'm disappointed. I heard one YouTuber say that if she had put like a beautiful burnt cream orange in here, that could have done it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so right. Like, now I totally understand what she's saying with that, because right now I just feel like I have on a whole bunch of gold highlight. That's what I feel like I have on. And some people like those types of looks. I don't. I like to have like bronzer, blush, and highlight. I like for them to mesh well together. But I like to see like a difference in the three products that I'm putting on, so that I get that full dimension in my face. So, do I recommend this product? I do recommend the product, but understand that you're not going to, in my opinion, I don't feel like you're gonna get a lot of variation of looks that you can, you know, achieve with this palette alone. Of course, if you were to wear the products by themselves, you know, you'll obviously get different types of looks. But like I said, I love using the Bloom palette together, and I feel like even using all four products together, I can get different types of looks just based on how I apply them, because the colors are different. So I feel really sad, because I really came into this thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna love this just as much as I love the Bloom palette, and I don't. But I do like it, and I will give it another try. And I do suggest, if you've been eyeing it and you really want to buy it, give it a try. If you've been eyeing it and you're just kind of like, don't waste your money. Save the $55, put it towards something that you really, really think you will like and try. That's it, guys. I'm sorry I'm kind of ending it on a sort of somber note, because I'm totally shocked by how I feel about this. I want to like not feel like this, but I have to be honest, I'm just not wowed by it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, and you're able to walk away with a better decision on whether or not you're going to get the product. If you do have it, let me know your thoughts, because if I'm not doing it right, if I'm using the products wrong, if there's a learning curve, like, I want to know, because I want to make it work. I want to love it just as much as I love the Bloom palette. So leave your feedback down in the comment sections below, and I really hope to see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.